Hi guys, it's Rob here from stagparty.ie again. It is well and truly wedding season at the moment. I know there's a lot of best men out there probably struggling with a speech, so we're going to give you our 10 top tips for nailing that best man speech. Tip number 1 seems pretty straightforward: don't get stupid drunk. I know it seems really just clear and obvious to say it, but think about it. It's an Irish wedding, a few drinks beforehand, a few drinks after ceremony, reception, dinner, then on to the speeches. You don't want to make a bloody mess of yourself. So the second one on the list is don't dive in to mocking the groom straight away. Get the formalities out of the way, thank everyone for coming, blah blah blah, then start teeing up your stories to mock them. There's a few do nots that really go with speeches. First one, do not mention an ex's name. Do not mock the bride. Do not tell a story that you wouldn't want told about yourself, because who knows, he could end up being your best man down the line. And lastly, and most importantly, do not mention anything about the stag party weekend. You don't want to land your best mate in the doghouse hours into his marriage, and yeah, no one wants to be that guy. Tip number 4 is your choice of language. Now, cursing is a big part of my vocabulary, and like most Irish guys, we have a certain grace about how we drop a curse word into the sentence. But remember your audience, there's probably parents, older people there, they may not appreciate you cursing like a sailor. The nicely timed one you'll get away with, but again, as I always say to people, watch your audience. Tip number 5 is your choice of jokes. I'm here to say, first off, you are not a stand-up comedian, and your jokes may not be as funny as you think about it. So choose a couple of ones you know you're going to get a laugh out of, and just stick to your strengths, because you might crash and burn with a bad joke, or a joke that might be a bit inappropriate, or just plain shit. So yeah, tip number 6 is just have humour throughout the entire speech. It's a really nice day, it's a happy thing. You want to keep a nice vibe, keep going. Things to kind of, keep it going, mock the groom's inability to play sport, stress sense, how he's a bad dancer and how you're actually looking for the first dance. And just that he's batting out of his league really with his misses. That's always a good one, always good to get a good few laughs. And yeah, key takeaway, keep a bit of humour throughout the speech and you'll be right. Tip number 7 is complimenting the bride. Can't really actually stress how important this is. Don't have a throwaway comment, like, give it some thought. Tell her how amazing she was looking, and compliment the dress, how they're right for each other, whatever. One of the main reasons for is that later down the line, when you want your mate to go on a 3-day bender somewhere with you, you have a bit of brownie points worked up. So yeah, tip number 7, take some time to compliment the bride and do a good job about it. Tip number 8 is just talk about your friendship with the groom. He's more than likely your best friend. Just talk about how you met, his great qualities, and so on. Keep it short, sharp, and to the point. You don't want things getting awkward and maybe have the bride question her decision of marrying the guy on the day. Tip number 9, it's time to start talking about the couple's relationship. So this is the point of the best man speech, when you start unloading every wedding and love cliche that you can think of and you've been withholding from the rest of the best man speech up until now. Start talking about enduring love at first sight, that they've met their soulmate. You know what I mean. Go just proper hallmark on it, because in reality what happened is you were all out pissed one night, you pushed him towards her, they had to shift in coppers, somehow managed to swap numbers, a text, cinema date afterwards, and boom, here we are down the line at a wedding. So yeah, this is the moment where you go proper hallmark and just basically unload every wedding cliche you can think of about their relationship. So go for it. Tip number 10, and our final tip of our top 10 tips for nailing that best man speech. It's the toast. Keep it straightforward, lads, no faffing about. Just go stand up and raise your glasses to Mr. and Mrs. whatever, and yeah, party on tonight. You finish your best man speech, it's time for you to let loose and go to town, and we'll see you around the Residence Bar at some point in the morning. Oh, and if you still are struggling with a best man speech, just get the one from Sherlock. It will work.